Is going to discuss sites more specific to Nebraska, and especially southeast Nebraska, for information about the total solar eclipse. So the first step would be to view this website, astronomy.gpclements.com, astronomy.gpclements.com, and then click on this link that says annotated links for the total solar eclipse in the larger font. And there's different introductory sites up here that are described in a different video, but scroll down a little bit. We come to Nebraska eclipse information, and we're going to come through some of these a little quickly, so pause the video if necessary. But Nebraska eclipse page and eclipse 17, and when it loads up, a little slow, maybe getting some information here. So this is being recorded about a week before the total solar eclipse, and it has, I was going to do a couple of these events. And some of these events have already taken place. Not sure how they've, looks like they've deleted some of those, but you know, they're different cities. They're kind of coordinating activities, as we expect quite a few people from around the country who don't live in Nebraska to come to Nebraska. Nebraska's one of the good sites, hopefully, to view the eclipse. So various events listed, and you can go to that. And Carhenge, the governor in Nebraska, will be there. You know, lots and lots of lists. But where to watch? There are different cities that have put information on here of events that are happening, and so some of these, there will be viewing parties, but for example, in Omaha, the eclipse will not be total, and anyone living in Omaha needs to have protective eyeglasses, a proper solar filter on at all times in viewing the sun. Some of these others, there will be totality occurring. So take a look and see what a city near you or where you're headed, what they might have to offer. I'm going to come back here to Visit Nebraska, another website to consider. There'll be a link in here, 2017 total solar eclipse, that we should look at. And get a travel guide if you want one. Here's the total solar eclipse. I'll read more. And it's a link to the same page, so if one of these fails, you could come back to the second link and get the same information eventually. Out in Nebraska, I'm not going to go to this one, but there are state parks and recreation areas that are along the eclipse track. I think most of these, the campsites are full, but they may have parking lots available. I don't know if you can call ahead or get information on that, but those sites might be busy. The traffic information, our 511 Nebraska thing, there is an app for your smartphone that might be helpful as you travel if you can get cell phone service, if that's not overloaded. They have announced that they're going to suspend construction on the eclipse area on August 21st, make the roads a little easier to travel, and they're going to have extra state troopers helping us be safe. So just point this out that we do have the availability of looking at construction and seeing what is happening on the road, so the 511 site. And next I'm going to click on this full featured link. Let's go ahead and activate that. And we've got southeast Nebraska here. I can rotate the mouse wheel and change the magnification that is occurring here. So reports of construction, or I'm not sure, I'd probably do accidents here too, but I want to go to the cameras. So these are traffic cameras where you can view what the traffic conditions are at different places. So I'm going to go out west a little bit where there's more sunlight at the time I'm recording this. So at the archway at near Kearney. And I hope the road is this open on Monday, August 21st. So this is one site that I will go to in the morning on August 21st, and evidently I've locked it up somehow. There we go. And, information. So let's go back to other Nebraska information. Beatrice is going to be a fairly large program occurring in Beatrice, and they list out before the eclipse and then during the eclipse. Bill Nye the Science Guy will be in Beatrice. So that might be a site. If you're headed that way, I'd suggest you go early. Well, let's go back. There are some radio stations that are going to broadcast traffic and parking information. This is the one in Beatrice. Here's the one in more southeast Nebraska in the corner, Falls City, their frequency. Pawnee County, I think about 3 different towns here where they're setting up viewing areas on the edges of the towns. And at last report, charging $20 per person to have porta potty facilities available and food trucks, I think, and you'd have to contact them on your own to do that. And some historical weather information from eclipsewise.com as to what might be the weather conditions in Nebraska. So this is sort of getting into climate, the long-term historical weather information that says that it could be such and such chance of clouds here, and western Nebraska is a little bit better, having lower cloud cover, 50-50 chance, Lincoln and Beatrice, and as if they are the cumulus clouds that are forming because of convection in the atmosphere, as the moon's shadow approaches, the atmosphere cools off, and I've not observed this personally, but it's reported that those cumulus clouds dissipate as the atmosphere cools off, so I hope that is the case. But those are Nebraska-specific resources that I plan to take advantage of, and if you're in Nebraska, I hope that some of that is useful to you.